Woo. Hello, guys. Burning, you still got like 5 months. You'll be fine. Dun, dun, dun. Hello, everybody. How's it going? Sound better today? I don't know. I think I've resigned myself to my fate of being alone. Okay. Let me get the tweet out and we should be good here. All right, the tweet is live. Okay. That working? I think that's working. Uh, well, I don't know. I don't see anyone on the YouTube side, so either way, let's get started. Oh, I gotta grab you guys today's sauce. Here. Oops. Hee hee. Also, why is that not working? That work? Okay. it needed a moment. It's getting slower, just as I am. Hello, everybody. How's it going? I hope you guys are doing good today. Um, Here is today's artwork. Go give the artist some love. And again, I'm happy to see you all here. I yeah, I've been in a funk. I've told you guys that at this point. Like, I don't know what it is. This is the first time in like 5 years that I really feel like not only the need to go put myself out there for like dating purposes, and I've been doing that. I've been using the dating app. I've been talking to some women, and I've come away determining that I'm just going to be alone for the rest of my life. I just don't believe that the right person is out there for me at this point. So, or if it is, I'm not going to find them on a dating app where people just seemingly have such unrealistic expectations. Dating has always been hard. It has. Yeah. Doesn't ever get easier. And I feel like as I get older, it just gets harder. Arch, thank you for the 31. Peon, thank you for the 1 year. Appreciate it. King Gil, thank you for the 8 months. Happy to see you guys' faces again. I know there's like not a ton going on right now, but it be what it be. Um, we've got a Kiara buff to talk about. I've got Ordeal Call 3 to finish with you guys tonight. Uh, but it is what it is. I think this is just kind of par for the course at this point with regards to with regards to FGO. There's just not a lot going on. We did get the Road to 7 as well as Advanced Quests. I didn't put that in the title, but if we have the time, I will happily do some of that with you guys. In the interim, actually, let me see, because I think I still got to get my weeklies done here. Bob posted it for me yesterday. Yeah, so it was Mount Etna, Jura, Bordeaux, and Don Plains. Kiara got another buff? Yeah, Kiara got another buff. I was going to cover it with you guys yesterday, but I ended up just, like I said, I got home from work, and part of my exhaustion at this point, chat, is like I am sitting there like the whole time at work, working, but then simultaneously like scrolling through this app and like trying to find people, and it's just like, oh, it is mentally draining. Today I told myself I'm not going to touch it, but like barely at all. Okay, so we did Etna. So I need Jura. Wait, Jura's not here, is it? Yeah. Okay, so we got to go to Orleans. Run through Jura real fast. I don't think it matters, but wait, why is this the Jolter comp? Nani? Okay. Odd. She's not that fat and she's only 47. I'll send you a WhatsApp via DM later on. Sure, yeah. No, I mean, there's a point at which, like, if I'm not attracted to someone, I'd rather just be alone and not have to deal with that other person's shit. I really don't mind. And I know everybody thinks like, oh, Cad's got like too high of expectations. I really don't. I think the biggest thing that I'm looking for at this point is people that I don't clash with. That is to say, people that are probably more open-minded and probably into like video games and anime, and at least take care of themselves. You don't have to be the prettiest person ever, but it's freaking wild. You can't find that. That's like just not a thing, unfortunately, for better or worse. Wait, what am I doing? Let's just do it like that. Card it out. I don't know why I bothered loading up an NP comp for this. Sounds like high expectations to me. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Whereas like, and I swear, like this thing has to be like riddled with bots because most of the people that I keep seeing, like I keep seeing people that have the same freaking lines in their profile, like. I want you to be the Travis Kelsey to my Taylor Swift. And I'm like, okay, like I can understand that they're a popular couple, right? Chat, I have seen it like 50 plus times. Okay. Also worded the exact same way every freaking time. I'm just like, bro, what? So it's now to the point where I'm just like, if the person isn't verified, because you can verify yourself by doing like a 3D like scan of your face. It's like if the person doesn't take the like 30 seconds to verify themselves, I just don't trust their profile. For more bots, I would bet money. I'm not surprised at all if that's the case. Okay, so then Bordeaux. Look at yourself for a few months at a gold date. You got this. Yeah, I think that's sadly what I have to do. It's just like, God, I just wanted to see if I could like meet someone before the holidays because like I'm sick and tired of like my family and how they look at me because they're like, oh yeah, you're not putting yourself out there. And I'm like, fuck off. So I don't know, but we'll see. Which holiday? Christmas, Thanksgiving. I'm just trying to get out ahead of it. Cat, I have faith you might find someone while playing MMOs. It's a 0.7 chance, but it's better than nothing. I have met many women playing MMOs. I have met many women like streaming and as part of the community. I'm not going to take anything away from women like that, but I feel like there at least needs to be like some sort of personal connection there. And when it comes to internet relationships, especially, it's like, look, I'm not going to do this like long distance bullshit where we live in separate like states or countries and I never like see your face. Nah, I'm not doing that. I've seen way too many people get catfished. I've seen way too many people get broken off over the years where it's like, oh yeah, they were together for like a year online and then like it was never actually a real relationship. Simultaneously, I've seen people like basically, sort of internet cheat where it's like, oh, they have a real like person that they are obligated to in some way, shape, or form, right? Like either boyfriend and girlfriend or married. But online they go around and they slut it up and either man or woman in that regard. And they basically just flirt with everybody. And I'm just like, no, that's not cool. Like I'm already like I have apprehension about like messaging multiple women on the app at a time. Just simply due to the fact of like I don't want to have to be juggling people. That's not me. I don't like that. I'm a very loyal person and it's like I don't want to be like chatting up like 5 women at the same time and having to juggle what all their interests and names are. It's like, nah, I'm good. I'm absolutely good. And then we got to do Dawn Plains and Trom. Feels like you're supposed to juggle women on the chat. It really does. And I've even seen women be like, hey, I don't respond to like, simple prompts like, hey, how are you doing? And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Be like, nice ass? Hey, I really like that bikini picture you posted. Like, because I swear to God, some women don't post anything that's like, their personality. There's no way you could possibly get to know them. So it's like, okay, well, I don't know anything about you, so it's like I could just try a canned cold open one liner, and it's like that will work on some women, that will not work on a bunch though. So it's just like, I don't know. I think it's kind of dumb. It's just lunch advertises a lot. I don't see that too much. I see like a bunch of like, hey, take me out for coffee, or like like take me out and buy me dinner type stuff. But yeah, it is what it is. And I'm just like, no, I don't care. They need at least a 3-paragraph essay. No, if you did that, you'd probably turn them off because they would be like, what the fuck? Have you tried Fiverr? I have tried Fiverr. I have terrible experiences with Fiverr, though I don't think I've ever tried it for dating. And I don't think that would ever be a good idea, even if they did offer that service. I don't respond to normal human conversation starters. Yeah, and it's like, I honestly, the biggest thing that I see on this app, okay? And like, I maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the insane one. Okay, but the biggest thing that I see is almost every woman on the app seemingly wants this like 10 out of 10 guy where it's like, oh, you have to be the rugged outdoorsman, the handyman, the rich entrepreneur, and the philanthropist, as well as a guy who owns a yacht and globetrots constantly and never actually works because we need to travel like at least once a week. And I'm like, I'm sorry, nobody is all of these things. Like you want the perfect man. The perfect man does not exist. And if he does, he's already taken. This sounds like those videos on YouTube. Yeah, yeah. It's like, it's just kind of wild to me because it's like what I keep seeing is like just unrealistic expectations. And it's just like I don't even bother messaging those people because I'm just like, there's just no way. Like there's no way I will live up to those standards. And has a 1200. Oh yes, yes, of course. Are they at least flexible on being able to walk on the water and turning water into wine? Yeah, I think they're a little bit flexible on you being the next incarnation of Jesus. It's weird, but it might work in your place. Yeah, like local churches do have stuff like that. I'm not sure it's that good in like my neck of the woods though. What strange app are you using? Yes, as you can see, chat dog dig. Mm. Sasha's just out there digging. On the easy side of things, then yeah. How do you feel about JPFGO fans trying to flag NA FGO tubers about content past LB4 events, not Fuyuki lucked because of JP stream guidelines? Um, I haven't heard of anything like that. I look, I'm gonna be real with you. You guys know how I stream. You guys know what I cover, right? Like, do I, say for instance, cover the fights on stream? Yeah. Yeah. I don't usually stream the story to you guys like that unless it's already been out on an A. So like, yeah, you might be able to catch me like on LB5 and LB6 having streamed the story, but it's usually just for a couple streams and then it's gone and done. But I don't know, right? Like to me, I do think there's a lot of content creators out there that just don't give a shit about spoilers and they just try to spoil with like everything, including like thumbnails and video titles and shit. And I'm just like, I don't care about those people. They just are assholes. So I don't know, right? Like I think there are good ways to do it and there are bad ways to do it. I think if you're on the good way of doing it, you shouldn't have like anything to worry about, at least not from what I've seen, but who knows, maybe, right? But if you're doing it the bad way, then as far as I'm concerned, it's just karma. JP just announced you cannot release any videos post LB4CAD, including events. I don't care. I've never cared. Streaming this game was illegal until that announcement like a month or two ago. So like, you gonna tell me suddenly they fucking care? They don't care, chat. Like just because they said something, yeah, they might. Here, let me put it to you this way, chat. They might go after you. Let them. Why does that concern chat? And I'm dead serious on this. Because at the end of the day, FGO has always treated its content creators like hot trash. So the more they continue to do it, the more they're just going to force people away. And the less people cover the game, I'll be honest with you, the less hype this game will have over time. I think this game is already struggling with that. It's in its 9th year. It's not exactly handling its schedule pacing very well at all, in my opinion. And I think that kind of shows just on average from kind of how people are reacting and showing up to stream of late, right? Part of that I'm just going to take on me and say this is partly my responsibility. I've been flaky myself here. But the other part of it is too that I just don't think people actually are caring that much right now. And it is what it is, right? They don't like the publicity, I guess. Yeah, it's as far as I'm concerned, that will just be Darwinism. That will just be nature running its course. It's like if you want to actively go after not just the people that are blatantly spoiling, but the people that like literally just go after anyone. Yeah, it'll, as far as I'm concerned, it's just, I don't think it'll kill the game, but it's not going to help the game any. It's just going to hurt it. It's going to hurt the game's community. It's just going to hurt the anybody wanting to create content for the game. So it's and I'm dealing with hypotheticals because, like I said, I don't know that this is actually happening. This is literally the first I've heard of it, and people will sit there and they'll say oh yeah, it's totally happening, Cad, because one person alleged it on the internet. No, I'll wait and see. If it happens to me, then sure, maybe, right? Then I'll at least be oh, okay, hey, it happened to me. Now I see what's going on personally. Or if it happens to multiple other people and this continues to be an issue over time, we'll see. But I don't know. This is right now just me dealing in hypothetical land. So. Single thinks having long dead periods is okay. I don't know that they necessarily think that. I think, kind of just showing how they've rushed this last part out. I think they've realized that this pacing didn't really work out for them. It is what it is, right? I think the devs make decisions behind the scenes and then adjust accordingly. I think these plans are made well in advance in terms of scheduling, and at the time it's something that sounded or looked good, but then in the moment they realize this wasn't that smart of us to do. Stopping streams, just giving up free PR. Yeah, like I said, it's not a good thing, but if they want to do it, they can do it. I don't recommend them to, though. I'm not going to bother changing the comp. From what I've seen, that's fine. Like I said, chat, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm not going to deal with conjecture on stuff like this. Until somebody actually shows me some kind of proof on something like that, I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, right? Like, if it's actually happening to us on the regular, sure, that's one thing, but I don't know. Okay, that's a cool post. That's not proof. Like, and let me see. I'll go look, right? Yeah, my Ordeal Call stream isn't blocked. It's still perfectly fine. And chat, that stream was 4 days ago, so it's not like I just streamed it last night or anything. I suspect there's an internal fight between the developers who know the community versus the execs. Some sort of charter spreadsheet. That's how things should be according to them. No, I mean, look, JP's always had pretty strict guidelines on, what you're like kind of supposed to be allowed to talk about and stuff like that, right? They have gone through periods of relaxing it and periods of tightening down on it. This just appears to be another period of tightening down on it, right? And I'm chat. I'm saying this as like somebody that's covered the game for 7 years now, right? This is just yet another wave of it. It doesn't really concern me too much. Worst case scenario, what are they going to do? Copy strike me? They can do that. Like I said, I'm not somebody that has any strikes on my channel. I would appeal it, and I would just say, like, I don't know. I had no knowledge of it because that's honest to God. Like, until someone showed me that post, it's like I've heard them say things vaguely, but never like actually codify it or anything like that. And simultaneously, it's pretty easy for me to just go like, oh, I didn't know because all of your vernacular is printed in Japanese. So it is what it is. That being said, and I'm gonna say this again, chat, I do firmly believe that the English speaking JP crowd is kind of ruining the community in a lot of ways. I've said it many a time before. I've been saying it for years. People disagree with me on this. It's perfectly okay to disagree, but like, yeah, I just don't think it helps people stick with the game long term. I think the instantaneous pursuit of I gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta know, and like the second something's released, you have people talking about it on Twitter and posting YouTube videos. I don't think help. Now, we can blame part of that on the like 2 year gap and say that this is just an issue inherent with FGO and the way that it structures itself. But let's be honest with you, even if you were playing, JP at release or playing NA and it was caught up by 2 years on the same day, you might not be fast enough to even avoid the spoilers yourself at that point. So it just is what it is. If they're raising the official streaming from Solomon to LB4, we might get more official streams out of them, maybe. No, you won't. No, you won't, chat. Your only official streams are gonna be they'll pay one of the freaking Hololivers to do it. Like, and it's cool. I'm not gonna knock the Hololivers, but at the same time, it's just like I don't know. I don't think it does much for. Why did that? Okay, thank you, Elgato. I just don't think it does much for like the actual game if they just get somebody that everybody already knows already plays the game, and they don't convert anyone new into playing the game. Right. I hope it's Ina and not Crony, though. Yeah, it's like exactly that, right? If they actually got Crony to play the game, I think that would be great. I think that's one of the best things they could do would be to hire Crony to actually have a play stream of FGO, but they probably don't have enough money to make her. So I don't know. It's an interesting thing to see nonetheless. Chat, let me make at least a bronze sapling here. Go over to JP now. Honestly, my days right now on JP are filled, and NA are filled with making bronze apples, and I don't think that's a good thing. I got multiple notifications from FGO today on events that are happening in FGO. They are trying to get you like push notifications, mind you, trying to get you to like pay attention to the game again because they know that there's just not anything else going on right now. So they're desperately trying, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, I just don't think it's working. Their attitude towards streaming, which is just free propaganda, always amazes me. To be fair, I think it's just an Aniplex thing, and I also think it's just a thing that they kind of are like it's something that's just very prevalent in JP at this point in time. I don't agree with it, but I understand at least the desire to protect like from spoilers and stuff like that. Japan has always been pretty like tough on that. And like I said, I'm okay with that. I don't have an issue with that. The thing that I find stupid is the whole like you're not allowed to stream the game and you can't stream it past this point unless we approve of it. Fuck you. I don't need your approval. I'm sorry. Like, it is what it is. They can get angry all they want, and it's like at that point, like a it's not going to stop me from playing the game, but B, all it's going to do is stop me from covering the game. And it's like, if you stop me from covering the game, congratulations, all you've done is shoot yourself in the foot. So he does 4+ titles and tries to get you to play them all. I look, Hoyo's gonna have the Starbucks problem. I think it already freaking does. I think most people don't play all the Hoyo titles because of how many they have. But yeah, I can at least say that Hoyo at least allows you to stream and understands how important that is and is trying desperately to get you to. And how do I know that? I get offers fairly regularly to like, hey, stream our game. The stupid part is most of the Hoyo offers are pretty trash. Their offers to like actually stream the game usually don't involve money. And so because it doesn't involve money, I'm just like, well, then I'm just going to hold out and not stream until you actually give me money. And that's why like you will see sometimes bigger streamers covering it is because they did get offered an actual monetary deal. And I don't blame them for that at that point. But I think it also needs to be like made apparent when the streamer is 100% playing for a sponsorship rather than anything else. They're going to absolutely try to make it seem like they are enjoying the game because that's just smart of them to do so. But I think it's important for the actual viewer to understand that it's like, hey, yes, the streamer is being paid to stream this. If they do not normally stream this, please understand. Like, it doesn't mean that you need to go off the deep end and assume that they're like, oh my god, they love it, I need to play it too, just alongside them. It's like, no. I think there's certain campaigns where you can help the streamer out by like actually downloading the game or doing something, but usually again that's a like one-off type of deal. Well, that a company making that much revenue will even offer non-monetary stuff. Oh yeah, it's like I said, I honestly I feel like it's an insult when I get like, hey, come stream our game. What for? but because we want you to. No, fuck off. It's like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure plenty of people stream the game and love the game. It's just like, yeah, I don't like that whenever anyone does it. At least with free to play and live service games, I don't like it, right? Because at least with other video games, sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, look, we're not going to pay you, but here is the CD key for the game." So we are effectively giving you the game for free. Uh the hey, just come stream our game because we said so. I'm gonna be honest, the streamer doesn't even have to disclose that. And the reason why is because they didn't receive any actual benefit from it. So the only time you ever have to disclose something as a streamer per FTC regulations is due to the fact that if you got some sort of benefit, some sort of monetarily valued benefit for free. So like getting a CD key, yeah, I have to disclose that I got that CD key for free. And the reason why is because that did have a monetary value attached to it. Versus like, you want me to come stream your game? Well, yeah, I mean, I can claim that I'm sponsored, but if I got nothing, there's no point in it. Other than, I guess, it looks better for you as the streamer. But at that point, you're kind of a patsy because it's like, oh, you're advertising that you're sponsored by them, but you didn't get paid. Smaller streamers just get in-game currency, right? Depends on the game and depends on what they're doing with it. I've had plenty of offers to stream like Genshin, for instance, that did have that. I've also had plenty that didn't. And I've had some that are like, hey, we'll pay you X amount of money to stream, Genshin and Honkai and stuff like that. Stream our game to get 500 premium currency a month. Yeah, like I don't like that either. Because one, you do have to disclose that technically because there is a monetary value attached to it, and two, it is such a like bullshit thing because it's like, hey, we are literally giving you fake currency. Like, yeah, you would have to pay to get this currency, but like you can't take that currency and use it in any other way. It must be done to like by playing the game. So if you're somebody that's already streaming the game and you like it and enjoy it, that's perfectly fine. If you're somebody that like doesn't give two shits about the game, that is just such a wasted like thing. There are offers that ask you to pay less. Oh yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends originally offered me several $1,000s to stream their game, and that number has only gone down over time, and it's hilarious. It makes me laugh every freaking time. So it's like each successive offer, I'm like, well, I didn't take your first one. Why would I take any of these? And I've even had somebody get like deeply upset with me because I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I could show you my email, and I won't because there's sensitive stuff in there in that regard, but like if I could show you my email, you would see just how many sponsorship offers I get inundated with. The vast majority of them are just absolutely not worth your time. So it's like, I don't bother responding to them. I understand that like the people that actually send the offers out, usually there's a person behind that. And like, especially when it is a rep based email, they kind of need that engagement. I'm sorry though, it's like, I don't care. I understand, but like I've seen people like actually get angry at me for not answering the emails. And I'm like, if I'm not answering, clearly I'm not interested. You getting angry at me is not going to make me more interested. I don't understand people like that. And it's like some of the offers I legitimately will respond to, especially if I have questions. But nah, I haven't answered one in a long time, honestly, at this point. Oh, there we go. Dragon Man is Bond 8 on JP. The benefit is us tying you into our system, which isn't a benefit. Yeah, it's a benefit to them, but it's wild how like some people will trick themselves into thinking that is a benefit. Some people are expecting a global date during. Yeah, I still gotta like look at what the actual gameplay of that game is. Is it still the XCOM style, or is it like something else now? I don't know what's worse, finding someone who you're compatible with and getting rejected, but never, but having to see the person every day, or straight up never finding someone serious. Straight up never finding someone. It's better to have loved and lost than to have never loved at all. And it's funny because everyone always says try it. Uh, yeah, I have been on both sides of that equation. It's better to have loved and lost. XCOM still okay, good. Yeah, like I don't know, we'll see, right? Like that's the only one that's upcoming that I'm even remotely interested in. I don't even know of any other gotcha games that are coming out after Girls Frontline 2. Well, I guess that's technically not true because I'm sure that like what is it like Infield and whatever the Azure Lane one is like they're going to be gotcha games, I assume. And I at this point I do find it really funny because FGO at least is now really looking like it's fallen behind, both FGO and Grand Blue. Uh which is funny because they're the two Japanese ones, right? So like out of all of them, the other like big gotcha studios are trying to revamp and release a new game to kind of take over the flagship. But FGO and girls or not girls from Len, Grand Blue at least are seemingly not doing it. Otherwise, Love in Deep Space, yes. And they most certainly are not. Yeah, I hate this. I've at least privately said this to VIP in chat. You can tell me if I'm wrong, and I apologize to any women in the audience. But I feel like basically my generation and younger has been sold a lie, and the lie is that Prince Charming is out there for every single woman. Every single woman is a 10 out of 10. You deserve the best. You deserve a stupidly rich guy that has a yacht and can like globetrot with you. And that's just not true. Like those people do exist. They are extremely rare and they are probably not going to be, dating you. And it's the same thing. It's like, chat, oh man, I would love to find Lartoria out there in the world. Do I actually expect that I'm going to? No. I got to find my own version of her, right? Uh, but like at that point, yeah, I think it's just about having reasonable expectations for yourself, and I think that's why I'm so freaking depressed at this point. Is like I feel like I'm being very reasonable, and I'm just striking out over and over and over again as basically what a lot of people want is just to me like untenable. It's something that you just in no way, shape, or form could ever hope to achieve. Like it's an impossible standard. Okay, chat. Let's talk Kiara. Still a giant lie to everyone. Yeah, like I think there's always something about like having self-respect and wanting to what's the word I'm looking for here? Like wanting to like find someone that's right for you, right? But I think there's also a level of like, hey, you're just completely being unrealistic and unreasonable, and you're expecting, every guy in the world to be perfect. Chat, love is accepting someone for all their flaws. If you're looking for something that's unflawed, you're fucked. And it's kind of why I see like so many single women. I've had people tell me like, oh, it's impossible to find single women. I'm like, oh no, they exist. It's hard to find one that's like good, right? One that works for you. That's what's like so freaking rough to me. And I see it. I'm like, there's just a crap ton of them, even in my age range, even older and even younger. So it's just a case of basically, from what I'm seeing, just a lot of people having crazy, ridiculous expectations. Oh, you hurt me, Cad. Sugar mommies exist too. Listen, I want a sugar mommy. That's life, man. You just keep trying. Yeah, I'm aware. And like, don't get me wrong, right? Like, I understand I got to keep trying. I think that's my biggest mistake is that I stopped trying for several years. But like at the end of the day, it just I don't know. Like it's rough because you see it's like, oh, this person has a lot of potential. They're just totally unhinged. And I don't mean in the sense of like their hobbies or their lifestyle. I'm like, no, they're unhinged with their expectations. And it's kind of like until they become more reasonable, more jaded, there's just no hope for that type of person. Okay. La 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 la. Give me Kiara. All right. So, chat. We end up with basically another upgrade here, right? So Kiara already had Goddess Metamorphosis EX. And you guys can see Kiara has had a ton of love. This is her 4th upgrade. She has literally had every aspect of her kit upgraded now. And I want to be clear here. What they upgraded was a skill that was ranked at EX. We can take this how we want, but personally, this is a bad sign to me. The fact that they have a skill that they consider to be EX, because EX doesn't necessarily mean that it's strongest. EX means it's unquantifiable. That is to say, it was wholly unique. And when you look at what this skill did, there was really no downside to it other than the fact that it had that demerit. Did that demerit suck? Yeah, kind of. But it also was included with a 50% heal rate, of which, you know, again, she heals 5,000 HP on her own NP. So like that 3,000 HP demerit was fucking nothing. Like, as long as you were NPing on the same turn you pressed that skill, that demerit just may as well not have existed. And at that point, it's like, okay, that's interesting. And you can kind of see it literally gives self-invincibility, critical damage up of 50%, NP gen up of 50%, debuff resistance of 50%, and the healing received of 50%. It is a strong skill. There was no actual bad part about this skill. And they ended up saying, you know what, now it's demonic metamorphosis and it's a B rank. And what they end up doing, chat, is they totally get rid of the demerit. So now Kiara's NP, it's honestly one of the stronger heals in the game. It's just straight up going to have no downside, and she's going to get even tougher to kill than she was before. And by the way, I'd also like to point out she has ignore invincibility and ignore defense on her NP, and she has buff strip on her second skill. So like, it is what it is, right? Like Kiara is one of those units that, as far as I'm concerned, the only thing that they needed to upgrade on her was damage. And the reason why is because her only deficiency was damage. Kiara has a kit that does everything, literally everything in the game. So it's like, to me, she's somebody that is one of those units that I have listed out before as being just design bloat and way too strong. Not necessarily in the numbers department, but in the sense of like, what the fuck do you do? She literally has everything. So, and what I mean by this is like, she's kind of the alter ego equivalent to Muramasa. Muramasa is just a Swiss Army knife. There's nothing he doesn't do either. And Kiara is very much just the alter ego version of him. And so they come in and they go, okay, well now, all of that stays the same. We get rid of the demerit. We add an increase to the party's damage against good alignment for 3 turns. So she gets a 30% power mod to help her stand out. I understand this from the stance that, yeah, we do have the Buster units that are getting sort of a lot of really nice synergy there with Oberon and Koyanskaya. And this is a problem of the dev zone making. In doing that, they have allowed some really, really, powerful, maybe even unintendedly so, scaling in certain units' cases. And then, we also have Tiamat, who is just the absolute ringer for the alter ego class, who is a Buster unit who Black Grail loops. So when you start to get into that sphere of things, you start to get pretty freaking dumb. Okay? And that's kind of the problem that they're having at this point is they have to come back and take a unit as insanely stacked as Kiara and buffer because her damage was just getting obliterated by units like Tiamat. And yeah, that's like I said, it's a problem of the dev zone making. The devs, I think, are slowly beginning to realize, shit, we need to buff these units or no one's rolling for them. It's not that, Kiara as an alter ego is a bad unit. It's that everybody and their brother was just telling you roll Tiamat. And this is the thing that I've tried to point out to people before. It's not that you can't, like a unit or something like that. Like, let's say you like Tiamat. You probably don't see a problem with that. I'm going to say you're naive. Because the issue at play there is maybe not everyone does like Tiamat. Or maybe, regardless of how someone feels about Tiamat, their favorite is somebody else. And so as a result, the second you come out with that unit, and they are not just stronger than their favorite unit, they are so astronomically strong that there is nothing a player can do to ever make their favorite or preferred option better. And that's kind of the issue that we end up with. So as a result, the devs come back in and, like we said, they gave a 30% power mod, not just to Kiara, but to the whole party at this point. Then the ability to charge the entire party's gauge by an additional 20% right here, which is pretty nuts given what Kiara already has in her kit, is at a 50% charge skill. Now, this is actually an interesting thing because Kiara has had some issues in the past looping. Those issues largely have gone away, though, in the Castoria era. Where Kiara had trouble looping was usually pre-Castoria. She could do it, but it usually required actually a higher NP level. And that's not because, oh, you need higher NP levels to loop. No, it's literally because pre-Castoria, her refund was so tight, she actually needed those additional NP levels to get the overkill. That's how rough it was for her to 3-turn. But now with Castoria, that's not really been an issue. And so I think they've kind of just come back in and they've decided to go, okay, you know what? This needs to be better. This needs to be stronger. So I'm okay with this. This does improve Kiara even more, though. It gives her a new niche. And it allows her to kind of function as a sort of multi-damage dealer type of setup unit. She's going to be somebody that can kind of handle waves on her own, but also charge the party. And you can see that because we still haven't even got the last effect here, which is the fact that it overcharges the party's NP by 1 stage 1 time for 3 turns. Is another interesting aspect, as this now makes Kiara fit very well into... That's right, the invincible, the immortal comp, whatever you want to call it, right? That's exactly what you're looking for in something like that because it's party-wide. It's not just Kiara. So the fact that all 3 of these new effects are party-wide is just strong. This is really good for Kiara. I'm not going to get upset over Kiara getting a buff. I think it was warranted at this point. It's just hilarious to me that they had to take a unit that was as stacked as Kiara and literally do this. This is not some small buff. This is a huge buff from pretty much every angle that you look at it as. And that's why I just find it kind of hilarious. Because for years, Kiara was just considered to widely be the best alter ego. And it has only been these last couple of years that she has become relatively defunct in that regard. Pretty much since the onset of the Buster system and its evolution has occurred. Feels like this is a buff that Nasu forced the devs to do. No buffs, as far as I understand, no buffs happen that are not Nasu approved. So that is an interesting thing, regardless. Whether or not Nasu forced it on them, I doubt. But I'm gonna say this: regardless of who forced who, chat, at the end of the day, they needed to do it, and that's the big point. That's the thing you need to take away. They needed to buff her. Why? That's how strong her competitor is. That's how ridiculous things have gotten. That a unit like Kiara, that literally had no downside and did functionally everything you could possibly do as a unit, they had to give her even more. And that's kind of nuts. Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys that's probably gonna happen at whatever the next event is. Yeah, OG Abby did just have a buff. Give me adult Abby, yeah. They'll give Kiara more. I mean, they certainly can. I don't know though, right? Like that. It's kind of wild to me that they came in to like, hey, here's party wide charge, party wide overcharge, and party wide anti good niche. That's just freaking nuts. As well as we got rid of the demerit. So she's a much better unit now. This is still not necessarily going to like make her challenge Tiamat though. That's what I find kind of interesting about this. But I can at least say, hey, look, this is going to be a good thing, right? Kiara has a new MP animation, right? Yeah, this did coincide with she got a whole new animation update. So quite literally, her sprite got updated, her NP animations got updated, her carding animations got updated, everything. So it was really, really nice. Now, look, chat, I'm going to challenge you guys on the lip buff here. Okay, and here's the reason I'm going to challenge you on the lip buff. Could Passionlip use a buff? I'm going to say that's a positively maybe. Here's why. Chat, what role does Passionlip play? Target tank, right. So if you're cognizant of the fact that she's a tank, and this is why I'm gonna say this, right? Because I think a lot of the people thinking, oh, Passionlip needs a buff are thinking along damage lines. That's not what Passionlip does. And if Passionlip starts doing dumb damage, we got problems for the rest of the alter egos. Passionlip has always been somebody that's been extremely tanky, right? She ends up having some really, really nice stuff in her kit, and she does have death memes. We all know that death memes are, in fact, a meme. If they wanted to play with that some, I'm okay with it. But that's why I kind of say this is a lot of people don't seem to get that Passionlip already does fairly solid damage, and she's extremely tanky, and she heals the entire party by a not trivial amount. Yeah, they need to be actually careful with how they handle Passionlip. So everybody immediately going like, oh, she needs a buff. Not so sure about that. I'm not sold on that. Fan service, yeah. She could use a self-invincible. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to like her getting at least a little bit tankier. In that regard, I think it's okay. The thing here is she's already got the 30% on the third skill. She's already got the 30% on the second skill, and she has damage cut on the first skill. So like, honestly, at this point, I think one of the best things they could give her would not be invincibility. I think it would be guts. That would actually fit right into her whole ability to heal herself with her NP, especially given all the defensive nature of what she has. But she's Buster, not refunding like crazy. I mean, you say that, I can still 3-turn with her, right? Now, if it's something that's going to take you longer than 3 turns, sure. But it'd be what it be. That being said, I have seen people basically solo with Lip. And part of the reason why they'll do it is, again, her NP gain rate's not too bad. And the hit counts on the cards that matter for that. Whoops. The hit counts on the cards that matter for that are also not bad, as you can see there. So, like, oh my god, freaking fandom. Like, yeah, I don't know, right? Like, you're just gonna sit there in a solo environment, unless you need damage. You're gonna sit there and you're just gonna keep forming that mighty chain over and over and over and over and over again. Your refund is not gonna be bad at all. So, needs a 5,000 HP guts? I don't think so. I mean, I think you could give her a relatively small guts and you'd still be fine. Hello, Prophet. Thank you for the 58. Did song request die? Yes, it did. There's just nothing playing. Okay, Nightbot. Feel free to go die. There we go. How about special damage for Passionlip? Look, chat. Let me state this. My opinion on that would be no. And I'm going to say that and then watch the devs turn around and do it. Right? Like, this is just my opinion on how they should handle the unit to keep the unit balanced. Right? The devs don't freaking balance. They just absolutely buff the crap out of stuff and then go, oops, tee-hee, we broke the game. So I don't know, right? Like, I'm at this point convinced that the devs sometimes just do things just to do it. So it is what it is. 200% anti-moon cancer damage? No, yeah, that's like not necessary, right? Especially not for a unit like Lip to me. 3 turns of defensive advantage against the cavalry classes. I mean, sure, maybe, right? Like, she already is at least neutral to them, so. They've been giving niches to everyone so I can see it. So, and this is really funny. I called them out for this like 2 years ago, and they're now going back to it. So there was a period where like pretty much from like year 2 on to like year 5, all they did was slap niches on people. And it was great. It actually was the most balanced the game had really ever been in that regard. Then pretty much they started like kind of weaning off of that over time. And instead they've just started to go like stupid with the number of effects and charge capability and damage that a unit has. And oh, would you look at that? They're suffering from that. That is kind of the issue that they're having now is, again, like, oh, hey, everybody, just roll Tiamat. Oh, but we want you to roll Oki-Tan. Oh, but we want you to roll Kiara. And all of a sudden, people don't. Well, gee, I wonder why, right? Like, the game is better when there are 3 competitive units basically vying for the same spot. So that is to say, the game is better when you have a unit distribution of like damage or capability like this, where they're all relatively similar, as opposed to a unit damage distribution like this, where there is a clear front runner and everyone just goes for that one. That's your problem. Because in this scenario, some people roll multiple of them. In this scenario, most people just roll the one. If she solos, she's not a tank though. When she is a gorilla deck, the healing from her NP becomes unreliable. What? Huh? I hate how they try to make a thing harder and harder artificially with gimmick fight. The wolf game. Oh yeah, is this advanced quest the town of Salem one? Yeah. Welcome to one of the worst advanced quests ever. And everybody gave them so much shit. I think it was after that advanced quest specifically that they announced that, like, hey, we're not gonna be doing as gimmicky of fights anymore. Because I think people were legitimately upset that, like, yeah, you could go in there and legitimately just not win, like, despite playing completely correctly. Or is it, wait, is it the wolf one or is it the no, I think it's the Hassan one is the one I'm thinking of. There's one where, like, you have to literally guess correctly and it's total RNG. Medea one's a bit of a pain. An element of card RNG, but it's not that bad. Yeah. Take it back thinking about Seal? No, see, your problem is still, and chat, you're not going to like this, but Passionlip's a 4-star. It is what it is, right? I'm of the opinion that your 4-star should not be better than your 5-star. Maybe situationally, but not like, not, oh, wow, yeah, you know, your 4-star needs to be having 5-star level skills. Nope. Nope. They got to keep them striated somehow. That being said, I do find that sometimes lower star units end up getting more punished for it, and I don't like that. I think that's a problem. Okay. Zara, thank you for the 62. But Cat explained the single target archers. The developers are stupid. That's the only explanation. And I'm dead serious. Like, I can't think of a actual logical explanation for that. I don't know why, right? Oh god, what is this? So we're gonna start Ordeal Call 3, chat. What the do I have a better version of any of these? I have 10, 9, 10, NP5. All right, we're using mine. Although it doesn't have the CE. Wait, that's Moon Cancer. 10, 10, 10, MP5. I don't think my Tla looks as good. Never mind. She do be. And I know my Karna's not. Okay. Shit, I forgot Shufu's card type already. Buster. Okay, and then you should be quick, right? Yep. Damn it, the popcorn isn't ready. Pop faster. Okay, there we go. Honestly, all the awful advanced quests that had come to an A have been far easier simply because you can read the trick that, or read what the frick is going on. Yeah, I think it's that plus like the strategies were already developed while on JP. Oh, I'm just gonna die here, aren't I? Well, I guess we can turn that on. That has no expiration, so it's either a bar break. She's red, which means she's angry or evil. Probably both, yeah, I agree. And AFK, thank you for the 63. Sub too soon to explore the moon cell, sub too late to explore with Drake. Sub just in time to CAD roll the gacha with everybody, exactly. Again, I hope everybody enjoys the new emotes. Okay, that at least did some damage, but that's spicy. I suspect I have to break a wait a minute. Hold on. Chat, you guys see the 3 break bars here? What is that break bar? what is that break bar? I'm gonna get the moon dropped on my ass, aren't I? I am not okay with this. Also, like, holy crap. Yeah, we're just doing it again, I think. Let's find out. Let's not. She definitely fits that Summer 5 vibe with that NP. The whole chainsaw murderer. Don't worry, she can only kill your party once. Yeah, I mean, that's more what I'm worried about, is that she's going to kill. Hold on. Let's not use that, right? Like, basically, if I know I can get away with not using an NP, I won't. Whoa, she thick? Oh yeah, she thick. Save Karna for a rainy day, exactly. I have no idea if that's just gonna end the fight or not. But it's like, yeah, it's better to play safe and try to save an NP. Maybe should have inverted that, but whatever. Try to keep the same RNG. To be clear, Pedro, I don't think anybody in the game's supposed to solo. I think while it is a tactic, I think the devs don't really necessarily design characters for it. I think it's just players being clever and using it in an unintended way. But yeah, so it's like, why does she have the taunt? I don't know, right? Like, at that point, I just assumed that, you know, you don't have to do it, but regardless, players do it. So it's just totally up to them. And there you go. So I didn't even need to back out. People start to appreciate Dobrynia because of her summer costume. Me here having liked her since Tunguska. I liked her since Tunguska. I've always said, like, I found it to be kind of annoying that they stuck her with the 20% charge. It felt to me like they did her dirty. Because it was one of those units where I was like, I really liked her and I wanted to use her more. What the hell is this? You know, I'm thinking something more defensive. Yield Tenchi Muyo. Summer costumes do a lot for units. Yep. And that's why a lot of people really want summer costumes for certain units, and I understand that. And I like I said, I don't disagree with it. I think the only disagreement I have is the choice the devs, like basically how the devs seemingly are deciding summer units here in the past couple of years. To me, it seems objectively worse than how they had been. I think a lot of it is they're really trying to tell a story with summer now, as opposed to before, where they were kind of just like, oh, okay, like let's just throw in these units because we want them to have a swimsuit. Now it feels more like it's a custom tailored story to it. This is going to be another bar break, I gotta assume. Bartholomew's not gonna do a lot here. That's just one turn, isn't it? Well, honestly, it's pretty dominated by Bartholomew cards anyways, so this may just be a good turn to just go ahead and do it. Only thing I hate is this is his only charge skill. But it'd be what it be. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done Summer Yang. Like, Summer Yang feels to me like she would just be insanely popular. Now, and maybe that's exactly what they're planning, is like they're gonna make Summer Yang the ringer in one of the events. The summer camp event is still my favorite event. That's, from everything I've heard, that's rare. Basically, most people I feel like 5 was arguably the worst, but I don't know, right? Like, I think it's always going to be in the eye of the beholder. It's always going to come down to what units you prefer individually. Yeah, 3 and 4 are objectively the most popular. I have no idea where Summer, was it 7? Or was that 8? Yeah, 8 stands. Since 8 is kind of Kamaket again. Okay, get drained. I'm not gonna try to get Bartholomew back to an NP again. We're just gonna try to get Mixa there. And I gotta hope that she doesn't murder Hobo Mixa. Okay. A little spicy. I'm gonna gonna send that, and I'm gonna hope now that she doesn't kill what's his face instead. Sound delay, Keck? Yeah, like I said, I don't know what causes it. Listen, I'll just turn sound off. It's not worth dealing with it again. There you go. Oh, I'm Buster meming? Indeed. What is this? Oh, that's a really weird screen. It acted like it was gonna give me the, like, fight rewards, but then it didn't. I always get the idea summer is where the devs tend to go, let's experiment for good or ill. Yeah, I think so. This is gonna be actual BB now. I know it. Means... Yeah. 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 Give me that. Give me that over. Well, no, I don't need that on her, so give me that. Guess that, just so I can get to the NP easy. Yeah, Hakuno just does not seem worth to me for these fights. Could leave the music on and remove the battle and voice lines. I could, but that's difficult for me to do on JP. By the way, did you hear any no. We were talking about that before, Ryan. I haven't received any sort of like notification on any of my videos. So until it happens to me, I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm gonna keep doing. Why only mail for story support? Story, yeah. Yeah, it's don't ask questions. It's just spoilers. Oh, come on. I guess no backup bunny here, so that means Mash has got to go in. Yeah, I got to admit, whatever the story is for this story chapter is, I'm not a fan of this. This has been such a like canned uh uh story chapter. Like you just have to use so many of the units, and I just don't think that's good. Yeah, so she has to even be in the front line. Um I'll read it in 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, it's just I'm okay with like forcing a story support, but this is like the majority of the fights have been 3 or more units are required. And it really restricts what you can do. I don't think it's making it difficult. I think it's just making it annoying. Oh great. The moon. I don't know what that one is. I'm not sure I want to. Gonna shuffle. Oh right, I don't have the cooldown with him anyway, so doesn't matter. BB, you should be man, shouldn't you? Or are you Earth? Wait, what? Hold on. Yeah, sometimes I can't pair either of these symbols up. Star? Okay, so then it just doesn't matter. He's freaking worthless. Um, how hard is it to set up? Because you can do it in battle. Yeah, I'm aware you can do it in battle. I just don't want to have to deal with it, basically, because then I'll have to remember to flip it back. Oh, good. All of that damage went to him, and he did shit. Holy crap. That is not worth it. Get the hell out. What? Fuck this ordeal call. This story chapter is so cancerous. Like, no freaking way. Like, it's not even, oh, you can't plug suit. No, you just can't plug suit for anyone that's not the forced support. That is so stupid to me. That is so astronomically stupid. Moon Cancer chapter, what did you expect? The ability to use my actual like counter units? Like, hey, Moon Cancer chapter, yeah, I expected to be able to take a ruler. I expect to be able to utilize the like one of the more underused classes effectively. Heaven forbid should I expect that. I don't know. That's just beyond stupid to me. Yeah, that's not the charge skill. Um that is. And I don't need it this turn. Not allowed to use the account you built. Yeah, I mean, to a degree, I'm sure it can be done with just these 4 units. It's just like it always pisses me off when they do crap like this. Okay. Thank you. We finally kill Hakuno. But it's not gonna matter because everyone here is probably dead. Um I shouldn't have popped her skills. Well, There's Ghost of Tsushima too. Yep. I'm gonna try to tank this as much as I can. And thank you, Char. Appreciate the resub. That's some time. Indeed, it is. Thank you for the 4-0. How many buffs does Kiara had? This is her fourth. Are they making a Ghost of Tsushima movie too? No, supposedly that's still a thing. Like, we'll see. Oh my god, really? That's so close. Ah, good old no damage. Feels good, man. Okay. The problem is, what the hell is the break bar effect? I'm gonna take the arts card there. Oh, almost on mash. Ooh, I might want to invert that. Let's see what this is. What? And 1 HP on everyone. Yeah, okay. So that's supposed to happen. I was just like, that's just so dumb. Do it again. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured, right? It's the power of the moon. Not surprising. Just like, man, I knew it was gonna be some kind of bullshit. I didn't anticipate that. Still reminds me of, I think the first time that actually happened was back in LB5. And I remembered reacting to it when it did, and I was like, oh, what the hell? That's why they wouldn't let you swap units. Yeah, I still don't like it, right? I think like letting us swap units wouldn't have mattered at the end of the day. The second I stop tapping, it's gonna load just to try and debate us. Just typical beebs or typical boobs. BB do be a bitch, but Kiara's worse. Yeah. Okay. So this is now a 25 AP fight, which makes me believe that it's a misnomer. Yes. What are you going to throw in here? Okay, so it's a forced seal and forced Arish. Uh which is, oh no, no, yeah, so it's Avengers, the one that's bad for her. So yeah, okay, she'll be fine here. Am I required to take MASH again, chat? Is that a thing? Mm. I still have enough room. There it is. You know what? At this point, chat, I've used it so many times, I may as well favorite it so that it appears towards the top. And I want to use my own here regardless. Simply because I won't be able to use the gauge otherwise. Oh, no. Never mind. Never mind. Party cost is such a freaking issue. And they're locked. I can't move them. You can choose support instead of seal. Oh, can you? Oh, that's okay. Sleepy Doge. Doge do be sleep. Uh, did she just consume that man? Oh, God. Okay, so we got 3 break bars and 10 turns of invuln pierce. Oh, joy. Let's see. Oh, we actually do get to use the bar. Interesting. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna take the seal cards here and go because I'm gonna get her out right after this. That's still not bad. Considering she's neutral and relatively unbuffed, like all she has is the Castoria attack up. Ah. Hold on. I need to not use her middle. Gonna form a chain, basically make it so that I can at least get a couple stacks of Castoria's solemn defense. It's not gonna be full blown, but should be enough. Oh wait, that was already over gauge. Ooh. Hmm. Hmm. Did I miss the NA part? NA, we just I did enough like things to get my my AP down a little bit and complete my weeklies. Be fun if she buff strips on bar break. Yeah, I'm hoping not, right? Nope. She got screwed there. My God, she just keeps hard charging Seal. Like, I'd be a fool not to keep utilizing this. Actually, I probably need to get Seal out of here because we're all gonna die if this keeps up. Even though I keep being able to NP with Seal, I'm not gonna get to Castoria's next NP in time if I'm not careful. I mean, unless she just keeps chain attacking her like that. Okay, so I think Seal has outlived her usefulness. We're gonna let Space Airish here basically solo, as I think that is the way to go. Yeah, I gotta prioritize the NPs, at least for now. I'm doing pretty good, Heike. How are you? I struggled with the new content, not gonna lie. On JP or NA? So far for JP, this hasn't been difficult. I think the toughest fight so far was the Kiara fight, and it was not that tough. Okay, that's concerning. Instant fucking charge. Okay. NA? NA, I haven't touched the advanced quests yet or the road to 7, but we'll be doing that soon. Actually, I need to do road to 7 for JP because I think there were one or two more um fights that I got to get done before that expires for LB4. Sorry, they like it's not road to 7 for them, but they have like a remembrance campaign for it. As I suspect they're going to be counting down until the end of Ordeal Call at this point. Ew. And she still has 7 turns of that, so I can't even invuln here. Um, yeah, this is the only play. I can't NP with her this turn. The only play is to just basically wait BB out and not break the bar. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. You fool. You foolish fool. Okay, now that should be perfectly fine. Use Master Seal? Nah, there's no reason to. Like, chat, don't get me wrong. Obviously, that's something you guys can do, right? But I prefer to at least show how I can get through the fight without it if possible. I don't have any qualms about using it on JP with that in mind. My account is not as strong as my NA account, but honestly, my JP account's doing pretty solid. So if my JP account needs seals, it's probably operator error on my end. But I still prefer to not do it, right? Isn't there supposed to be a live stream in JP this week? No. Nope. No, I was talking with Trebs about that. Oh, and of course now I didn't break the bar. Go figure. Uh Ooh, so this is an interesting dilemma. Will I bar break? Okay, I was gonna say with just their 3 cards. All right, so she loses her bar. She gains a guts. At least, at least one that we know of. It may be a multi guts. Granted, like this fight's not hard either. It like you guys are gonna see me scuff on stuff like the instant break bar charge, where I'll just go back and reset it because I don't usually play around that. I think it's just a rather stupid gimmick in that regard. So I assume it's technically not there, even though I know there's always the possibility. But okay, so she's got 4 more turns. She only gets 1 guts. I don't have any buffs yet. I think I just send this as a naked NP with basically nothing on it. And we'll buffer up the next turn. Yeah, honestly, she's not doing much against this. Yep. We basically just turned this into an Arish carry. We'll do it like that. Give her more overcharge. Does Odysseus' banner drop Wednesday or Thursday? I actually don't know. Yeah, I would trust Avalon on that. I honest to God, chat, I don't have the time usually to like sit there and like peruse the banner, so to speak. Like, uh, we'll probably tomorrow do the event review, and that's usually when I start to like cover like the surrounding schedule and stuff like that. But admittedly, we put it off from last week because yeah, like FGO hasn't been doing much, so it was just one of those deals where I went kind of like, we still got plenty of time, so why bother? What's the road to 7 stuff? Road to 7 is this time it's Atlantis, but we're also going to end up getting one for Olympus later. Okay, she's only got 2 more turns on that. So I basically just need one more Castoria NP to be solid here. Sorry, hold on. I'm just double checking. So really only Arish is going to get through, and Arish has a guts herself. At least for another 3 turns. So I should be good. I should be able to outlast her. I think we'll do it like that, and if I don't get the Proto Merlin NP, it won't be the end of the world. Which basically, as long as BB hits Proto Merlin, that'll probably happen anyways. I just didn't want to leave the emergency Castoria NP to chance. Everybody is safe this turn. Yeah, it doesn't matter. So we'll actually just do that. We'll go for the 200% Castoria NP. That's going to make it very hard for BB to do anything here. Does the Imaginary Scramble manually release soon too? I don't know, but at some point I gotta like buckle down and do that in Oku because I've just had both of them sitting there. I think Imaginary Scramble is a little bit later. Okay, safest way through here is same deal. Unfortunately, that had the triple arts. Ah, I should have just done it. But see, there's stuff like that where it's like, I could have just gone offensive and it probably would have been worth. But I don't know if this is a full guts refund on health. Or if it's just like, oh, it's 1 HP. Song where Kenny got buzzed with cat piss, yes. Okay, so there you go. So it was an entire half a bar. So probably the better choice to just play defensive. Okay. That's not what I wanted, but sure. Rattle the cards and go for it. As now we just race and see if we can blitz her. But this should be GG. And indeed it is. Now, surely we've won. Surely there's no one else to fight. What's that? It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a 0 AP node. Okay. The world's on fire. Well, the moon. Chad, are we going to destroy the moon again? $25 AP against a moon cancer. Why do I think I know who this is? Why do I think it's Hakuno? But Hakuno's over there? But which Hakuno's over there? See, chat. You got no idea. I probably don't, yeah. Ooh, we could pull in the based Pope S, but I'm thinking backline Estrella is a strong candidate, especially with an invuln Pierce C. Well, yeah, let's go backline Estrella, and then I'll quite literally just easy walk this in. You know what? I think we'll do it like that. Oh, right. Yeah, Luvia has Invuln Pierce. I was just like, oh, I don't have another artsy, whatever. She doesn't have the buff removal like what's her face has. Damn, chat. Moonrise Obsession. Okay, so we're fighting the moon cell. The true enemy, the moon itself. At least that's what I assume. No, it's not the moon cell. How do you know, chat? Surely you haven't read the JP story. Or are you lying to me? You know what? Screw it, since I didn't press her skills first. Oh, that's terrifying. Castoria specifically has a card lock. Dear God, not Vegeta Final Flash? Yes, it is Vegeta Final Flash. How did you know? Well, I guess we're doing that since I can't do the triple arts chain. Only one card though. Oh yeah. It just happens to be the most annoying card. It actually did change what my plan of attack was there. My retina's gone? Oh, does chat not like being flashbanged? Listen, you've had the Cad Boom emote for a while. You should know by now to wear your nuclear goggles. Nice, Saruku, congrats. Glad to hear it, bud. So it doesn't look like it's doing AoE attacks. This fight gave me a headache, I see. Well, sucks to be you guys, chat. Wait. Wait. No, it sucks to be me. Hold on. Almost. Almost. There we go. Apparently my stream deck was not on somehow. I guess the program crashed. Ah. That is a rather strange NP. Wait, did he instant bar charge there, chat? Got her NP5 easy. Nice. I'm glad that you think that there's no more. Where are my units? Uh, okay. They exist somewhere. Somewhere in the ethereal ether. Right over there. Yeah. Yeah, over there. Please, chat, point to it on the screen for me. See that black spot? Nope. I'm pretty sure that's just a smudge on my screen. Yeah, I see them now, but it's like it's literally like right there. Finally first person FGO. Okay. That pixel, yeah. Are you blocked from doing your NP? No, just the Buster card. That's perfectly fine. All according to Cake. As we all know, chat likes cake. I was actually confused about what the hell was going on here. Okay, so basically, BB used way too much rubber on the moon, and that made the Michelin Man very angry. So the Michelin Man came and started trying to just slap everything around, and he started casting his like orbital tentacles on everything and started just running amok. I have no idea, by the way. I'm just absolutely bullshitting you. I don't think JP gets much interesting until New Year's units wise. I mean, we're probably gonna have a Guda Guda, right? But yeah, I think that's kind of, you know, some people only view like New Year's and summer as interesting. So okay, that's weird. Don't you block my arts cards? Oh, we are now Darling. Darling in the flashbanks. It's getting further away. Is it? You can tell that? Okay, that was apt timing here. Hopefully we bar break, but I doubt it. Since I don't really have much in the way. In the Franks? No, in the flashbanks. Judging by the background music, it's another brick in the wall. That's true. Maybe. Yep, there we go. We got it. I wonder if this Halloween is finally the time we get an SSR Liz. Maybe, right? I still think they need to start like combining some of the events, like, you know, Gouda Gouda with Halloween. So that way you get like Gouda Gouda like Liz. Oh, great. uh You know what's weird is he's hitting the Earth there. That's not even the moon. I say he. I have no idea what this thing is. Well, I mean, I might have an idea of what this thing is. But outside of that, I should have pressed her card first. But honestly, we're already at 7 stacks, so who gives a shit? Sorry, 8 stacks. See, they just keep blocking the Castoria Arts card on the perfect turn just to fuck my chain. Feels to me like we're just like poking it in the side. For something this big, it should have way more health. I'm not asking for that, by the way, if there's a dev listening. Helpful to have Hakuno at your side? Sure, yeah, Hakuno. Okay. That's perfect. Now we'll at least get back to another NP here. Oh. Ooh. Maybe. Hmm. You jinxed it? Yeah, the thing I'm worried about is actually getting Erish back to her NP. It is interesting though. You can kind of just use Erish as the carry here. Of course, you card locked. Actually, you didn't card lock a bad card there. Well, we got a 1-turn cooldown on everything. We get force charge per turn. So I think we just go for this. And I basically just take the free triple arts chain. And we pray to God that Erish doesn't like crit here. Okay, perfect. No unnecessary instant charge. Yep. There we go. Let's see what the bar pop is. Ew. He seems to keep getting rid of that at least, so. And he definitely charges me a lot with that NP. Wait, did he just hit himself in the face? I don't know. Go like that. We are now at rank 10 of Erish. Now what pixel are they? I'm gonna be honest with you, boss. I got no idea. I've seen Evangelion. I know how this goes. You're saying that Shinji needs to get into the mech. You wanted more health? Here's 800k. No, remember, I did say I didn't want that. I just said I was surprised that it didn't have more. I figured that was going to be a Castoria Arts lock. Just as an extra, like, FU. Okay, this is getting spicy levels here, though. I think we're going to do that just to heal her. 2 more turns and I can actually plug for, basically one of the rulers. That might be better. So I think I do it like that. That should be enough to get Castoria to her NP. And hopefully get Erish back to hers. Oh, she doesn't have arts up right now at the moment. Ooh, and I got buff block. That's spicy, actually. Uh... Mm. Oh, this is the fluffy mechanic where every time you hit him, he heals. That's so annoying. It's still not as bad as Fluffy so far, but that's stupid. I'm gonna lose one of the hmm. She's likely to die is the issue. Extremely likely to die. Is dealing more damage now. It's buff blocking, it's dealing a ton of damage, and it's basically AoE hitting. So this is the exact scenario where like Invuln or Immortal Comp just does not do very well. There you go. She dies. I bet that heals him. No? Guess not. Wow. Okay. Wow. I did not play that right. Okay. I'm just gonna take the arts cards for the ones I have in case she actually lives, but I doubt anyone lives through this other than Kagatora. Although no, he has sure hit, so yeah, I'm probably just screwed. It's probably only gonna be Erish. 620k. Yeah, I didn't anticipate him killing both Castoria and Proto Merlin that turn. That was just extra dickish. Okay, I guess he didn't have sure hit. It must have worn off. There's a chance here, but it's still going to be pretty rough. Okay. He's dead anyways. May as well max the damage. It also does not give very much charge. Wait, did Hakuno have charge in his kit? I think he did, right? He had 30%. Yeah. And I don't know what that is. Mm. He has rank 8 skills. Yeah. This is just GG. He beats me no matter what I do. Like, I can command seal, but it's not worth at that point. I probably should have held on to the stun. Shuffle, yeah, I mean, the cards are not bad here. It's the problem is I basically need to get her to her NP to even have a shot. And I still think it just doesn't matter. It purely comes down to cooldowns. Everything that she has is 2 turns, and he's back on the next turn with an NP. So, like, this is just GG. So basically, what I should have done is I should have held on to Hakuno's stun and waited until he was ready to NP and then done it. But I had no guarantee he was still going to be alive to do it. Okay. I'll shuffle, but it'll probably make it worse. Kinda did, kinda didn't. It at least gave me stars. I gotta pray for a lucky arts crit. And honestly, with those NP gain downs, I doubt it works. Yeah, Jesus. The arts crit only got me 9%, and I get drained another 10%. Oh, fuck me, man. Um, yeah, there's just nothing. So this is just gonna be a seal fight. Because it's like at that point, chat, I just have to refight the whole fucking thing again. I know what I messed up on, and basically, if I had just played it slightly better, I would not have lost certain units when I did, and I would not have been in this precarious of a situation. Things would have begun to unravel, but I would have coasted in before they unraveled too far, whereas this is now too far. Looking forward to the Saberface run of this Pepe Live. Yeah, no, I mean Saberface run will still probably crush it. Is that blue cubes? Yeah. You have 5 days to use one. Sweet. May as well use it. Okay. I can't plug suit you. Well, may as well just do that. Cinder. It's funny she revived back at the full bar too. You could shuffle 50 stars to guarantee crits. I mean, yes, but that's just gonna cost me charge if I do that. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you here. He's not even gonna take anything else. It doesn't matter. I'll just go ahead and use it. Yeah, fuck it. Send it. Let her ya yeet. Saberface run is fine. Bunny exists. The biggest issue that you got to deal with is that buff block. The buff block's not like that cruel in all honesty. I know as chat was saying, it's like it's every turn, but the way to deal with buff block like that is to just start layering things so that you pop things in pairs. So that's like, oh, okay, well, I don't gain the effect of this, but I do gain the effect of this. What you don't want it to block is your big like survival cooldowns and stuff like that. That's how you'll end up in a bad spot. But it is what it is. This doesn't look like an unfair fight. Yeah, I think especially having like prior knowledge of it, it's definitely a lot easier. I just didn't want to take the time to actually refight it. I know chat's gonna say that's a cop out. It's just like, nah, I just didn't want to. Not when it's a like, you know, basically 5 health bar fight. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Oh yeah, cubes. Yep. Yeah, honestly, it's the first time I've used a cube on JP since Lost Bell. I don't think I've used one since Lost Belt 6. I don't think, anyways. Eris was really strong for it. She was. Yeah, the early bars in that fight are not difficult. It's just the like last basically last bar and then the last health pool there. Like when he's got that like buff block plus he's just kind of stacking defense downs and stuff. Yeah, he kind of eroded me at that point. Honestly, I'm not convinced that Proto Merlin was a good choice there, but that may be one of those few scenarios where Merlin just kind of carries a little bit better because buff block can't interfere with a buff that's already going, as opposed to, oh, hey, with Proto Merlin, you have to keep stacking the health. Merlin's heal, as long as you make sure that it lands and doesn't get buff blocked, is going to sit there and you won't have to worry too much about, like, actually continuing to progress the party outside of it. So that's kind of the issue that you'll have there, is just basically Merlin having more uptime on his stuff kind of makes stuff like that a little bit easier. The doggo ended up having to use my CS and one quartz because the doggo had 200k health left and was spamming the NP seal skill. Yeah, that can happen, but I don't know. It's like, if you're doing the super recos, right, like, you kind of understand that they're just a little bit nastier. Oh wait, that wasn't the final fight, was it, chat? Oh, what is this? What is this? What is... Ye old question mark. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. We're doing it. We're just gonna saber face this shit. I can't saber face it more than I already am. Something tells me this isn't, like, stupidly difficult of a fight, so we'll see. Cad, turn on the game music for this. I swear, chat. Wait, who are these lost women? Wait, did it not turn on? It did, there's just no sound. Oh, there it is. And this is 1 out of 3. Is this a servant gauntlet? I didn't come equipped for a servant gauntlet. Okay. Screw you. Let's see. And Umu's got it. This is actually suboptimal. Okay, first you. Harem versus harem fight? Listen. Is it a times dodge or is it a turn dodge? Okay. Honestly, you're the only one that matters here. I wish I had given my Castoria the Prisma, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm not feeling it with the sound. Like, the music is not that, like, it's not like, oh man, this a banger. Now, if you want, here, look, I'll skip. You guys can recommend a banger. Final phase is the banger? I see. Well, it's gonna take us a while to get to that. Oh, that's Foreigner Altera. I didn't even pay attention to that. Holy crap. Yeah, I could have kitted out so much better for a Servant Gauntlet. I'm not going to be surprised if I lose this. This just is not what I expected. Gonna take that. No crit. Bills paid for the day. Nice. Well, it's Tamamo. Surely she doesn't have an offensive NP, right, chat? And before that full heals her. When spent it on Gura Gura, at least I got home with Assassin Okida and a Keisuke. Nice. Is anyone in chat going to be rolling the upcoming Halloween on NA? Oh, just send it. Actually, I should have pre-carded with MASH. 1k heal strong in PC. Yep. Hey, listen. It's just, I expected they were going to scale that. The fact that they didn't means it was perfectly acceptable to leave Tamamo till last. Actually, it might have been annoying had they done that. Oh, it's the other Hakuno now. Yeah, Gil's gonna be kind of a problem. Actually, you're all kind of a problem. Every single one of these is an AoE NP. I should have just taken AoE units. Did you just buff block Castoria? You bitch. Okay, that's kind of problematic. Hmm. Well, at least this is all happening in her window. So, like, unlike the last one, the cards here should actually default to Charlemagne, so that should give me a little bit of a head start on killing him off. So the real problem is just going to be Emiya, probably. And depending on if I can loop here or not, I should be okay. Okay, it didn't give me nearly as much of a head start as I thought it would. Thank you, Emia. You're a gentleman and a scholar. I approve. I approve of his ability to allow me to get to my NP. Now it's a foot race against Charlie, though. Now for Hakunans, yeah, clearly. Hello, CZ, how's it going? All right. Come on, hit her. Yes, you idiot. You have unwittingly completed the 3-turn loop. You foolish fool. We're gonna pre-card that. I'm gonna get as much Castoria Arts cards in here as I can. My cat caught a moth the size of a 50-cent piece. Jesus. I mean, it happens, though. I'm used to that sort of thing here in Florida. Okay, now what fresh new hell am I facing? By our powers combined, kill all 6 of us. Okay. I'm like barely hearing it, chat. Are you? There. Yeah, okay. That's fine. I had to listen and wait for it. Okay. Yeah, I think this is safer. We'll go for it. Basically use the mash NP, tank this a little bit since we got defense down still from the prior wave. Kill male Hakunan since he forced me to take him into all the fights. Sorry, Hakuno, not Hakunan. Oh wow, that is an instant charge. What the heck? Remember these guys had the screw your Castoria NPs? Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. I am not a fan of that. And me without my ruler on the back line. Well, if it doesn't matter if I do or if I don't. See if I can keep them away, but I doubt it. Like the game would let you use a ruler. No, I mean, like, look, I'm gonna just be real with you. This is why I don't like question mark fights, right? Like, you go into them and it's just completely, like, wrong and bad. Really is using Warudo? I think that might be the cause of the audio delay. It shouldn't be. Because this is OBS related. I mean, I can double check that. But. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Do I have the invuln Pierce on her? I do, thank God. Oh, it didn't matter. I forgot she has sure hit anyways. She might drain. Let's see what I can do here. Okay, I did deprive him. Okay. Do it like that. Yeah, honestly, this will get a lot easier if I can just even get one of them dead, but this is gonna be spicy because I just didn't take a full back line. And there's just no way I'm gonna be able to deprive him of his MP infinitely. Yeah, see, I totally shut Warudo down and it didn't help it. Because I suspect the delay is coming from the other computer, not from this one. Okay. The damage is bad. Yeah, I kind of agree. Wait, simultaneous NP? Nani? God, Andy gets a guts. That's just so annoying. And me with my one unit that doesn't deal good damage to extra classes. Debating if I want to continue with this or not. Catarellia crashed? No, she didn't crash. She's rebooting. That's why there's the white box there, chat. Okay. And now she's T-posing on y'all. I honestly, like, this is gonna be a spicy one. I think the way to handle this is with AoEs again, and you AoE the first couple waves down, but I mean, logically, you kind of need to deal with, really, game? 2 minutes? Just use a freaking apple. Now that I actually know what's in the waves, I can kind of adjust accordingly. Was my mash required? I don't even remember. Yeah, it looks like it is. No mash isn't required. Seems to be. You can swap with a support. Oh! That's weird. I want to handle this. Get this feature for like half the fights today. I mean, it's okay, right? Like, to be fair, the game has forced it so many times that it's kind of ridiculous. Get you out of there. I think that, well... I'm debating, do I, like, use mash or some crap here anyways? The big thing I'm worried about is that, like, the Hakuno seem to basically MP spam, and that's, like, really freaking bad, right? Like, you don't want that to happen. Ruler, Scotty? I mean, maybe. I'm just... I don't have, like, Karen or anything on this, so, like, finding a synergistic ruler against that is the issue. You want something with Invuln and Pierce? I know. That's kind of what's, like, bothering me here.
I mean, I can. It's just not great. I can try to turtle here. It's still not going to have enough no matter what I do. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how this works. I get the feeling this, at minimum, this should just be a much better spec, even if it, like, falls apart at the end. Alright. Oh, right, yeah, and they also just frequently do an annoying-ass buff block on one of my characters. Plus instant charge.
そうはいかない。よし。エネルギーチャージ。
Okay.
運命をかけた戦いである早駆けですよ、カルウェナ。そうでなくっちゃ打ち漏らさない。会場で戦いましょう。熱を帯びなさい。
It's not enough. Yeah, I only have an NP1 of her. God damn it.
フライトラインクリア。レディーラウンチゴー。オンディーヌ出る。ASM 発射。ジャネット
Wrong MP.
虹を描け。
Oh man.
輝きを。
Yeah, I can't have that. Fuck. Like, I don't have the MP levels to just hard break through this. I probably can if I switch. I just need to basically switch off of Mel and go for like Musashi instead. It's just not ideal in that set of circumstances. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Musashi, which at least she has Invuln Pierce, but like, ugh. Really wish they would make the more difficult fights 5 AP instead of the 24 AP. I wish they would invert that. That way you don't get penalized if you have to retry. Thought she's hard carried you. Oh yeah, I mean she's great. And at least she'll have evasion, so that'll be a nice thing. Okay, so we'll just flip-flop you. It should also allow me to use Black Grail on Musashi. Which I don't have a MLB yet, but actually, no, I'm sorry, an MP1 there is not enough. Looking to see what other people have up. It's like, oh, let's see, had starting charge. Brandon's got me an MP3. I'll try for that. Just in case I needed it, right? Oh yeah, God, you got a foreigner here. I just gotta hope that she's enough. Like, even if I don't get a full clear here, right here on turn 1, that's a-okay. I can kind of stall it out, but I need a clear on turn 2 in effect. Well, I guess not, but. Do you have the Berserker version of Black Rail? I do, but it's not at MLB. Much in the same way they are. Look, chat, I can try to fix the audio desync for you, but no guarantees. It's actually louder. Wow, they fucked me. They actually targeted Musashi here. I don't care if it's one of the Casturias, but targeting Musashi is just rough. Does that just mean she just loses a damage buff? Okay, we're gonna take the triple arts chain there. So sexy.
My name is Musashi Miyamoto. Stop, please.
Yeah, see, that barely did anything to her. Holy crap. That's a problem. I think we just try to cart her out at this point, and I try to basically take 5 turns in effect. That's actually my best case scenario. The problem is she's gonna beat the piss out of me until then. What the fuck? Girl, holy hell. What? No, fuck you, game. What the shit was that? What the shit was that? Have you tried Ereshkigal? Have you been watching the stream? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's spicy. Black Grail death, I know. I'm just getting punished repeatedly here for stupid shit. Gotta go ahead and use that. That's dumb.
圧倒します。もちろん。輝きを。ここでまっすぐ。はっ。ありえざる妖精の下がっているよ誇りにかけて違法の国時の終わり
Give them some credit for a fun story fight, though.
名言なる勝利を刻めラウンドオーバーバロン
I don't know. Whatever credit I would give them would be small, and to me, it's tempered entirely by the fact that they made this a question mark node. So that you'd have no idea and you'd have to waste your AP. Unless you, again, you know, looked at something.
2.1 流夏のせいってねもちろんや負けない
Dude, they're just gonna kill right Castoria.
セクエンス先手の杖よ光を
And now left Castoria is in trouble. Jesus. Thankfully, this is it. I get all my shit back next turn. The problem is I can't activate Musashi's third skill, or she dies. Because I have no way of healing her at the moment. So this is a terrible fucking start to this. Yeah, the problem is the desire to bring defense on top of the desire to bring healing is like those two things don't go together very well. Like you kind of can, but it's going to require you to very much sell out the spec for that.
精度を上げておくか発動行くぜこの際だ確実に仕留める
Wait, did I get free healing there?
かましちゃおっかまだ他の道がある
Oh my god, stop targeting Musashi with that. That's so dickish. I hate to do this, but that's the best play. Well, I'm gonna take the oh my god. Yeah, I forgot hers is 5,000, not 3,000. That means I basically have 2 turns until she's done with anyways.
ありえざる妖精の豪快にひらめいた運命ですからショータイムあれはいつか見た終わりの星
You got a 5k healing for the change of the wave, yeah. I just don't know if that's like per turn or if it's well, sorry, not per turn, but like per wave, or if that was just a one-off.
Oh yeah, sexy! My name is Musashi Miyamoto.
Your name is Dead Archero. Okay. That guitar makes this sound like a Bleach song. Alright. Yeah, so I did get the healing again, thank God.
接続ありえざる妖精の豪快にひらめいた正体
Yeah, breaking both their bars here alone is going to be a huge boon to
最
me.
後の竜は我が身
If I can get 2 bars out of this,
円
this
卓
is
の守護者
ideal.
たちラウンドオブアバロン
Because I can stumble through the last bar.
レッツ剣豪パットゥーオーイエーセクシー My name is 武蔵宮本しまったクーハ
まだまだまだまだ
何の
よしエネルギーチャージ
プレミアムな味だよね
Watch if they have an on death effect. Please don't say that.
数えきれぬだろうが
Please don't say
作った
that.
よ
感謝
Yeah, I do think they kind of need to be killed together, is what I suspect the deal is here.
熱を帯びなさい
Okay, she's got her arts cards, so I'm just loading that up.
兵法無尽豪快にひらめいた兵法無尽お見せしましょうヒュー
Let's go for it. They're probably gonna instant NP on my ass.
矢倉のごときクジラ幕大入道ご剣断
Yeah, that healing per wave actually saves me.
つむじ
まだまだまだまだ
はいよ
They really only needed the 1 arts card. Okay, that's good to know.
何の
そうはいかない
まだ他の道がある
逆王手だ
Fucking guts. Oh, come on! What is that?
観測せ
記録せよ月の棺
四天王に
Guts, debuff immunity, and freaking damage reduction. I don't know about that.
援護ごめんなさい
Okay, the damage reduction's gone at least. I was gonna say, Jesus, if that's the case, that's such crap.
いいだろう
I mean, this is still kind of crap. Sucks too, because that stun, I have nothing to do for it, and I can rotate her to the back line, but it's just an instant loss then if they basically kill anyone here. Yeah, because my Pope ass ain't gonna do crap against this. These two have years of experience in servant fights. That's not what's going on here, though. Chat, like, this isn't a lore fucking thing. This is literally just the devs stacking the odds completely in their favor. What? Okay.
祈りたまえ守りたまえ導きたまえ
They do got more experience. They're your senpais after all. I mean, honestly, I don't know that you can say anyone has more experience than Gouda at this point. They can claim that narratively, but
古きルーンよどれにしようかな
くだではこうしよ
okay.
どうか我らを救いたそうですか
う
Hey, Ken, look at that Pierce Invuln. Oh, I know. Listen, chat, I'm gonna call it like I see it. It's bullshit. It's exactly what I predicted. We'll see if they use it outside of this. But yeah, the devs clearly pulled this one out just as a big dick move.
神の恩寵知恵の袋羽ばたいて
そうはいかない
セイバー任せよ
シャレレマーニュ引き受けたク
Yeah, I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit, bitch.
どうか我らを救いたまえなんだと
You're losing that NP, because I have no idea how much that guts is. He's got NP? No, not yet. The hope is that I kill one of them. Okay, he got stunned too. That's actually excellent.
制限に身を委ねるならば汝の滞在は許されんレジェンダムパーパトロヌスしまった真実はなくとも
There you go. Oh my god, it was a full fucking
何の
Jesus.
まだまだ
Yeah, I played that 100% right. Holy fuck.
つまらん
What a dick move, game.
罠
自らの手で
まだまだ
トンビお願いね
まだまだ電池合唱目に物を見せてやれ赤くつくぞお待たせ
Yeah, you want to chart? Wow. Wow. You know
我
what?
らを救いたまえ
Just for that? Nah. Nah. Nah, you not get no cookie. You not get no freaking remorse. You get killed.
これぞ大軍師の究極陣地
Close call. I mean, that was just a ridiculous hit there. Those hot dogs are no
制限に身を委
joke.
ねるならば汝の滞在は許されんレジェンダムパーパトロヌス
But Fujimaru is a shit master. He can't even support a single servant without a whole host of holy grails to back up his magical energy. What? Where do you get that from? And what do you mean a shit master? Like, out of all of them, it can be argued Fujimaru is literally the smartest master. Because he has gotten through fucking everything that has been thrown at him. Multiple apocalypses. Yeah, like, strategically, he could be argued to be the best master. He knows exactly what to do at all times. Saberface run for this? Uh-oh, Pepe laugh? No? Honestly, the biggest problem with the Saberface run in this freaking Ordeal Call is going to be the fact that it's not even going to be a true Saberface run. Like, it's literally going to be just 90% of it other units. Yeah, like, the magic power is really his only issue. And obviously he doesn't have formal training like, you know, a more powerful veteran Magus would. He literally has to invent the term for multiple apocalypses, yeah. Grom already proved the master is super efficient. Yep. Yeah, I don't even really care what what they have to say in that regard of like how the cryptors are. I've always found it to be that the cryptors have so much freaking talent and capability, but that to me, if you actually put them in the same set of circumstances that like Fujimaru did, that they would inevitably like fail due to basically the only reason that Fujimaru has pulled it out of the hat sometimes is because he's made an enemy into an ally, and that's something that none of the cryptors would do. The cryptors literally have I win buttons themselves, but that's what it would take. They would end up having to use their serious lights and basically end up offing themselves in order to win. So if they're willing to do that, sure, but they would end up basically having to you know, go to that level. Complex breakthrough. Damn, chat, we broke through my complex. I guess I can take my glasses off now. None of the A team would have gotten as far as they have. Yeah, exactly. That's how I've always imagined it, is that like the A team absolutely could have gotten very far. They probably could have gotten through part 1. At least somewhere in part 2, my opinion is that they would have fallen. Can I go get that NP class score node? Yeah, I guess I can. Yes, the third BB form. It's definitely an interesting form. I don't prefer it though. It's funny because me and Bob were talking about it the day that it came out, and I was like, "Is that a jackal? It looks like a jackal. Is it a jackal? Is it a jackal?" And it's like it's clearly supposed to be like the moon bunny trope. It's just like the way they did the hat just looks off to me, and then they also gave her like wings, so that's why I was like, "Huh." I don't like the gold colored. I'm okay with the color scheme. It's just the yeah, the actual like, you know, the final Ascension art looks great. But the rest of it, yeah, I'm like, eh. I think Khadroth has the potential to match Fujimaru, but he needs caster Anastasia. I don't think Khadroth has the potential, because I think Khadroth's biggest issue, and chat, this is exactly why Fujimaru is who he is and why he would win. Fujimaru got that mental game, okay? His mentals are strong. That cannot be said about some of the other cryptors, especially Khadroth. Like, what I'm trying to say here is that there's a point where most of these other motherfuckers would have just lost their mind. They would have become unhinged. They would have not been able to stand up to the stresses and targeted attacks that Fujimaru has had to deal with. Fujimaru doesn't have the biggest flaw of a proper magician, their pride. Yeah, I was gonna say that's actually one of the best things that helps him, is he's not got some like, you know, terribly self-destructive pursuit. Other than like, yes, his pursuit to save the world, right, can be called self-destructive, but like, he's not sitting here going like, oh yeah, you know, like I need to pursue the root at all costs. He's not going like, oh yeah, I need to flex and dab on these motherfuckers because look how good of a mage I am. And that's what ultimately ends up getting every freaking mage killed. It's their hubris. We don't have any hubris. We know we're shit. His weakness is his biggest strength. Yep. His mental is strong because Dante's has been protecting it, right? No. Dante's just prevents some of the attacks. Our mentals are strong because our mentals are strong. Like literally, Fujimaru is just, if he's the embodiment of any singular like trope or trait, I would call it willpower. That is what the main character is. He is willpower incarnate. Is the Riz? Yeah, but it's not like the Riz in the way most people would think about Riz, right? Yeah, Dante's just protects his brain from getting invaded, basically. All right, chat. I'm gonna go ahead and assume Hakunon and Hakuno, correct? Do nothing. Left male, right female. Okay. So right female. What skill would Fujimaru have as a servant? I don't know. Oh, we're now B rank finally. Oh, that's just moderately terrifying. I don't know what that's warning me of. Gonna be like Mecha Ellie where we can have both after a while. Yeah, that's basically what the devs have said. Okay, we still don't know what that is. Well, actually, we do know what that is, but we don't know what that is, but we do know what that is. And by the way, chat, the location of this is extremely suspect because it appears to be in Italy. Like, that's right where it is. You can kind of see, like, there's Sicily down here. Here's the edge of the boot. So it's somewhere like mid to northern Italy. It's likely the Vatican. Yeah, I'd believe it. Ruler Caesar? God, I hope so. That would actually be great. So wait, now, do I have... Wait, Chad, I thought you said there were more Ordeal Call nodes once you finished. Oh. I guess there are. Archer, Double Star, Avenger, fun. So I guess it's just those. Yeah. I still have a couple free quests I gotta complete, so I guess there's just no actual free quests at the end of this, which makes sense. They're gonna main interlude it, so I don't blame them for, like, not sticking anything in here. Double Star is the new gold mat. Double Plus is the new silver mat. Okay, perfect. Feels like it was designed with her in mind, or Arcuid. Probably. Like, I mean, listen, chat, double star nodes are absolutely designed with class advantage in mind. There's no other, like, easy way to say that. We'll leave that for now, though, and let's see, NA here. What do we still got? We still got about half an hour, so let's do some advanced quests. Actually, hold on, before I say that. Okay, I still got 5 days on that. I was worried that, like, I was like 1 or 2 days left. I was like, maybe I need to do that, but yeah, we'll do Road to 7 and yeah, actually we'll do Road to 7 because advanced quests are kind of bidoof. Oh, right. We got the strengthening for Jason finally here. That's definitely a nice one too, because, like, the biggest issue with Jason has never been his real loop ability. It's the fact that he's a 1-star. 1-stars just don't do damage very well, and that's definitely something. Is a Lancer. Is this a Canis fight? Gotta be, right? Oh, hold on. We can see. Okay, it's a Canis fight. OC4 is going to be ruler with a maybe event got foreigners. Wait, what do you mean? Beans, thank you again for the prime. Appreciate it. Okay. Wow. Super Orion. Yes. Wait, does Super Orion still have like the bullshit on him for this? Yeah, okay. That's what I was gonna assume, is that that's what was the case. It all keeps tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. Hmm. Hmm. Wait, it's got to be my own. So let's do Caster Skadoodle. Actually, hold on. I have an evil idea. Uh, it's probably not a bad one. Just hope they don't tie story to summer again next year. Yeah, that's like, it's weird, right? Because I don't think anyone like hates story in that regard. I think it's definitely a nice thing, but I think when they keep tying it in like this, and now to the point where it's like it just wholly dominated and dictated the overall flow of the event. I think people just want to kind of relax at summer. And like, I say this, summer is normally a pretty grindy event, regardless of what people think. But I don't know. I think it's like people just want to be able to like roll their new units and then like coast through the summer event. They don't want to like have to sit there and like do all of that and then worry about like story pacing and all that crap and then have, even more after that. So yeah, I kind of agree. Like, this is an interesting thing. I don't hate it for a one-off, but I hope they don't do it again type deal. I love Summer 3 with Gordy. Oh yeah, I don't mind hints. I applaud them for trying something different for summer after so long. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind it as a one-off. It's just I don't think it wholly worked, especially the pacing that they went for. So that's where I'm like, eh. Oh, well, we don't even have to shuffle here. He doesn't have class advantage though, so let's give him the guts. Super Ryan Punch. Yeah, I can see these being annoying for the Super Recos because I think all of these are gimmick fights. Was it just 5? Mm, not just 5. Otherwise, that should have been the singular hit there should have been the 5th because he had 3 Buster cards and an extra. So unless the extra didn't count. At the end of the turn, okay. Okay. Well, if that's the case, I'll probably still do the same thing then at that point. Just because, like, I basically would rather take the Arch Chain just to let Bunny get an NP. You only needed the one. Okay. Oh, wow. That also auto broke her bar. Sweet. Screw Super Ryan, I guess. Um, why not? I probably need to get that Da Vinci command code off of Bunny because basically it's almost not worth using in the sense that, like, yeah, I can get a little bit more MP damage out of it, but I at the cost of having to pre-card with a Buster card. And it's like I'm not sure that's actually ideal. Okay. Bunny just gonna keep on bunnying. Get that bar break, get Oki to her charge. Defense Pierce. Why not? I don't get to show off my Okita enough. Let's see what she can do here. Kind of cheating now at this point. I should have used the soak. I wanted to see the quick crit. But it didn't matter. She dead anyways. I know my Okita's damaged. She dead anyways. Cadis and Charlotte Super Echoes were pretty chill IMO. The Cerberus one I'll have to wait to min turn because I need my append for it. And Shiome's banner is in 3 days. I see. Oh wait, what was that? I needed to put something in the party for that? Hello, Type. How's it going? Wait, what am I doing? My brain. No, that's what's wrong with me. I keep trying to go to the Wait, what was that? Cast her in the party 3 times? Ah, yeah, there you go. Okay. Well, that should be relatively easy. Wait, did I not done it with a caster in the party? I guess. Yeah, I'd used Summer Scotty. Interesting. Okay, so that's 1. This is an assassin. This has got to be Charlotte, right? I'm trying to remember what I did for this one when the fight was actually out on an A. You know what? Shinsoku, get in here. Bunny. Caster. What better way to kill Charlotte than with Charlotte? Tell me I'm wrong, chat. That's what I did, yeah. I just, like, I don't know, this feels appropriate. I don't know that I have the other one here on an A, so it'll be what it'll be. You're wrong, Cad. No. Am I, though? Am I, though, chat? I need another Black Grail, don't I? I'll just have to pull out the second one. This is like the haves versus the have-nots, the NA versus the JP. My NA account is so stacked with these things, my JP account's like, please, sir, can you spare a Black Grail? Quick Arts and Buster Card effectiveness, decreased damage taken, and decreased defense. Oh, right, I don't have for Thing Lord. Okay, let's skill Celia, get it out there to begin with. Wait, do I have a good way I can do this? Yeah, it's not really ideal. But I guess we'll go for it. Basically, the append just didn't matter. Amazingly, I accidentally took the team I planned for the Cerberus Recollection fight to Corday's fight, and I still 6-turned it. I remember when I was doing basically 5.1 on JP, I realized how easy it was, and I started out by Dantesing it, and I ended up just using Dantes the entire time. Even into the final fight, I still just used Dantes and we completed it. Not everything was a perfect 3-turn, but I don't think any fight took me longer than like 5 turns. I never changed the party and I laughed at how easy it was. Because I only had like an NP1 Dantes on JP. It was not like me just sitting there with a like super stacked one or something like that. LB5 maybe like Charlotte, as it should, right? Like, I think that's something that the story really does well for FGO, is it makes you like so many of the characters. I think FGO could stand to do a little bit better job of characterization outside of story chapters. I think that's kind of what we're missing with regards to, like, we're not really getting interludes anymore. You don't get that personal touch, and I think that's something that the game really needs to get back. Yes. Ye old guts. Well, that support one's the one that has the boost on it. I don't think she'll kill. I'd bet on it. And I can probably just cast Castoria and pee my way out of whatever the heck Charlotte's about to do. And before she death procs me. You know, I was hoping that wasn't going to happen. But I think we can let that one go. Hello, Fox. How's it going? Welcome, everybody. We just got done with Ordeal Call 3. We did the Kiara review earlier, and now we're basically doing the recollections, just the normal ones for right now.
This looks familiar, as it should. But how's it going, guys? I hope everyone's doing well. Thank you again for the raid. GameBot, thank you for the follow. She just instant yeeted my Charlotte, and I could have stunned her and just chose not to. I could have also done a Castoria MP, but I chose not to. And she's just making me pay for it now. Yeah, screw it. Do it like that. But how was Stream Fox? What were you guys up to? The super one? Nice. Yeah, I'll probably circle back and do the super ones, but I want to make sure I get the base ones done for now. Like, to me, super recos are... I don't really care about them. I did them all on JP, so it's like, well, if it happens and I gotta do it, I gotta do it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it comes down to, do I have the time and the care? So it's like, I'll do the base one, but the super reco is basically just, can I fit it in the schedule? I just want my teapots. Yeah, I understand. I don't know. To me, the teapots are a nice reward, but they're not like essential. Like, they're good, but they don't like require you to get them. Because again, it's like, oh, okay, it doubles the bond that you get from a singular node, and you get like, you know what, like 30 basically for doing all of them. So it's like, it's, you know, a decent chunk of bond, but it's also not like, oh god, if I don't get this, it's the end of the world. At this point now, I'm just absolutely debating her. People have been borrowing my Okuni for the super one. I can see it. Yeah, the only issue is Charlotte got that death proc, and death proc fights and super recos can be really annoying. Just because you know you're going to deal with so much health that it's like, if you're not 3-turning it or something like that, you have to really watch out that the AI is just not going to immediately yeet your ass. Castoria, Barcast, and Summer BB took 40 turns, but it worked. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I can see that too. I think the only issue with Canis is the gimmick right at the beginning, and as long as you can get like transitioned out of that, you're probably fine. Wait, can I not skip this? What? Okay, there we go. 3-turning Charlotte was fine. You say that, but she has the guts, so you would have to get like perfect card RNG on turn 3, wouldn't you? Or, well, I guess you could take a second caster. That would also potentially be possible. Or really, like a second single target that's capable of it. I thought that was about to break down into the Backstreet Boys. Let's see. So what is this? This is, oh, right. This is Cerberus. God, what was the Cerberus fight like? The lock Super Orion cards. Yeah, I used Bunny, and it's funny because I got perfect card RNG with him right off the bat, so I didn't even have to like shuffle for him. But my intention was basically just to get Super Orion out of there, and it was funny because she just retired him like immediately. Give me Bob. What do I want to do for this? Honestly, this begs for a Berserker because it's, you know, triple classes, and it's not like it's like all cavalry either. Well, I only have the NP1 Ibuki. I think this is the time for the Musashi to come and shine again. And we certainly are not running her on the back line. Hold on. Let's see. You know what? You know what? Give me my MHX there. Why not? Retired him. Yep. Well, it's funny too, because like they don't even give him the whole like, oh, hey, he's in a fight that's counter class. Let's at least make it so that nobody's effective against him. Nah, no, they just send him in there. It's like if you don't press that gut skill and she yeets him on turn 1, good luck. Okay, let's see. Yeah, we're not gonna pop the first skill here, or sorry, the third skill. We'll pop the first skill. And then it's going to basically end up taking this. The good news is she should refund pretty much entirely off of this. We'll just go ahead, take the Castoria cards, get to their MPs. Orion dying is the best thing there. Yeah, well, it's like, if you remember the Demeter fight with Canis as well, it's like, the best thing for her was like, for Canis to basically just go down right away and not end up like eating some of your like turn efficiency in your cards. Cause like that was always the huge kicker is like you'd be like, oh man, I need to NP with my rider and you know, followed up with as much damage as possible. And then it's like, oh, but you've got all Canis cards, and it's like, no. Canis, to me, Canis during the Demeter fight is one of the singular worst supports in the game that they've done, just because of that. It's like, it would have actually been better had they just made her a counter class so that she just died faster. So it's like, to me, what I'd like to see them, and especially because like in that fight during the story, Canis volunteers for that fight. Like she's like, hey, take me. I'm really good. I'm like, so why didn't they give her like some sort of story buff specifically to give her like a nice gimmick for that? That's to me what they should have done if they were going to force you to take her. She has like super attack down until you get her gimmick taken away. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. She starts hitting hard afterwards. Incapacitation, immune, and NP seal immune, and skill seal immune. Okay. Well, let's just see if Musashi can just basically take the cake here. Because if not, Cerberus is going to eat my Castorias for lunch. Like Altea does 1.5 million against Charlotte. She only has NP3, no Castoria or Oberon. It's ridiculous. Nice, Cody. My Galatea only does basically 0 damage because I don't have Galatea. It's funny because I had planned to roll for her eventually. Originally. And now I'm more in the eventually category where like she's permanent, so I'll just wait and see if she spooks me. But I never rolled for her out of the gate because I kind of just, looking back at it, by the time she came out on an A, I was like, well, I kind of just have better, and she's a permanent unit, so it's like if I do roll, I'm just gonna get the token copy anyways. So I kind of just punted and said like, we'll just see, we'll see what happens. Oh no, not invincible. Wait, what was the other effect? Apply invincible at the end of each turn. Yes, of course. It's probably safer to do this and just pray to God that I don't get yeeted. Summer Castoria exists now. Oh yeah. Don't get me wrong, right? Like that's kind of the issue that I end up having a lot of the time is my saber faces are so strong, so I don't need units. So it just ends up being a like, do I want the unit or not? And usually if it's a permanent, you won't catch me rolling. But it just depends. Cause like I'm somebody that was like, you guys know, I'm a whale. I roll often enough as is that like, I don't know. It's not like concerning to me. I assume that either I will eventually like luck my way into them, or I will end up basically finding some sort of scenario in which like, you know, like, oh, hey, here's a really good banner finally with like a 4-star that I wanted as well. And then like that ends up being the thing for me. You know what if we just, you're immune to incapacitation. Never mind. Totally forgot that. All right, Cerberus. Let's see what we do here. Which will bury Galatea 6 feet under. Honestly,
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong, right? Like, I think this is the same argument that we had with like Tiamat earlier, where we were talking about the Kiara buff and how they needed to buff her. It's like the good thing for Galatea and Vlad is going to be the fact that they're permanent. It's going to be, hey, you can always kind of get copies of them if you get lucky. You're not restricted to waiting specifically for a banner for them. But yeah, I think that's kind of just one of those problems of like, but who's going to actually want them if they're doing so much less damage, if they're so much less capable in some way, shape, or form? I still think Galatea's got a nice kit. I still think Vlad's got a nice kit. But yeah, I think at this point, they definitely need to start looking at the damage numbers across the board and going like, here's where our outliers are. Who do we need to pick up from the back of the pack and kind of bring them in line? It's not that like, oh, hey, the back of the pack suddenly has to be dealing more damage than the best damage dealer. It's just they need to be making more of the roster competitive with some of those best damage dealers so that their banners sell better. It's basically beneficial to them to actually have more balance across the game. Tron made me like Vlad. Yeah, Vlad's always been pretty cool in that regard. It's just one of those deals where I think, one, we have people that like get salted because, Vlad spooks and him not being so good back in the day. And two, I think maybe at least apocrypha wise, maybe some people didn't care too much for him. I never really hated him in that one though either. I thought he was pretty cool. I think it's just some people don't necessarily either like the iterations of Vlad and that they don't really do him as much justice. But okay, chat, that was all of Ordeal Call 3, and we did get all the normal recos done there, so I still got a couple more recollections on JP to do, and obviously we'll see if we get time for the super recos and the advanced quests soon. So but that's going to be it for me tonight. Let me see if there's anybody on, and again, thank you guys for being here. Let me see who I got. Let me send you guys over to Ventos. I haven't gotten to raid Ventos in a while, actually. He's playing some Danganronpa. Make sure I spelled that right. There we go. Got it. Okay. Again, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Also, we did get the Hakuno review out, so make sure you guys check that out. Tomorrow, we'll probably be going over Halloween, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's it for now. So again, thank you guys for watching. Go give Ventos my love and have a good one.